guys, I'm Kayla and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And by the title of today's video, you can tell it's not going to be a hormone update. It's going to be a more like I'm on hormones. The reason I waited so long was because I wanted to wait until I saw actual changes before I actually made a video, so I could actually give you guys feedback. I'm only making this video because before I even came out, I was watching all these videos about hormone updates. I would binge watch them. I would watch so many different people, and they all gave their truth, and then that's what I'm doing here today, just to help other people that were in my situation, just want to learn stuff and all that. For all my trans subscribers or just trans people watching this that are not on hormones, this is going to be very informational for you, I hope. But aside from that, I've been on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, for about 5 months. I started on August 29th. It's now January something. I forgot. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. January 15th. So it's been November, December. It's been about 4.5 months so far. And there's changes. There's some considerable changes so far in just that short amount of time. And it's very pleasant to see. It's very exciting. When I first got prescribed my hormones, let me just get it out of my bag real quick. When I first got prescribed my hormones, I got prescribed 2 milligrams of estradiol, which is the estrogen, and then I got prescribed 50 milligram tablets of spironolactone, which is testosterone blockers. What I'm doing, I'm taking 2 of both of these a day, one in the morning, 1 at night, of both of these, so 4 altogether, I guess. I'm great at math, can you tell? This one doesn't have any taste, and then the testosterone blockers, they taste terrible. I hate the taste of them, can't stand it, but all for boobs, right? All for womanhood, right? And my doctor started me off on oral tablets, like just to get my body adjusted to hormones, I guess. And they just took more blood work to see if I could go to injections, which is like higher doses of estrogen, which would be faster changes, more noticeable changes. After my first doctor's appointment, he gave me some pretty good information. Obviously, you can't see what this is. He gave me a risk sheet of all the risks that come with taking estrogen, and then he gave me an effect sheet of like all the things that should take effect in a certain amount of time. And I'm ready to go over all these with you guys and tell you my experience with them so far. First things first, if you don't know about taking estradiol, the risk levels, you can likely increase risk for gallstone. You have an increased risk of getting type 2 diabetes, and you have obviously you're on estrogen, you have a higher risk of developing breast cancer, blood clots, because blood clots are more found in women. So taking estrogen is not going to make it so high of a risk to get blood clots. It's just going to make it the same risk as a natural woman's risk to get blood clots. Likely increase risk with presence of additional risk factors of cardiovascular disease. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says on this paper right here. I'm just reading that because somebody else might know what that means, right? Exactly. It says body fat redistribution, 3 to 6 months for the expected onset, and then the expected maximum effect, it would be 2 to 5 years. Fat redistribution, I guess this is kind of hard. Like, obviously my boobs, they are growing. There's no doubt about that. They're about the same size as my friend's, which she has very small boobs, but makes me happy to know that at least they're the same size as the actual girl's boobs, right? Makes me happy. So it's 4.5 months to get to that. So 3 to 6 months, I'm at 4.5. I can notice breast growth. Decreased muscle mass, 3 to 6 months. I can't tell anything different between muscles or any of that. I can't tell anything different. I don't measure in all my shit. Nobody have the time for that. Softening of the skin, decreased oiliness. I wasn't that oily to begin with, so I'm not dry. I'm just how I normally was with my skin, but my skin is very soft. It is for sure gotten softer where there's no hair. Well, I mean, I'm sure where there is hair it's softer, but I can't tell, obviously. Decreased libido. I don't know what libido means. 1 to 3 months. I will look that up. Hold on. True. It's true. Yup, it's true. For sure. I used to be, I'm gonna just bite the bullet. I used to be aroused basically daily, and now it's way less than that. Way less than that. Probably 1 to 2 to 3 times a week I'm in a mood, you know? You feel my drift. Decreased spontaneous erections, yes. And that would take 1 to 3 months. It happened, and within the first month, that is true. No more morning wood, no more horny highs, all that stuff, you know? Male sexual dysfunction, it says variable. I don't have a dysfunction. If I get myself in the mood, then it happens. There's no dysfunctions about all that. I know I'm like being truthfully honest, but you know, that's what I have to do. I have to just be completely honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. We ain't about that shit. We here to be an open book. I'm here to educate. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Breast growth 3 to 6 months for the expected onset. 2 to 3 years. 3 to 6 months, 4.5. We already went over this. Decreased sperm production, variable. It doesn't say what time span. It just says variable, which is kind of true. It's kind of true. I have my days. Thinning and slowed growth of body and facial hair. 6 to 12 months minimum. 3 years over maximum. My hair is getting pretty thin. Like my arm hair, it used to be very dark. It used to be very noticeable, but like you can still see it, but like it's very soft. It's more sparse out. And facial wise, like I'm probably shaving my face once every 2 days, once a day. Male pattern baldness, hair loss would stop. Like if you're losing hair, see like up here, this would stop. This would stop receding up here, because that's what natural male hairlines do. They like to recede. Since I'm on estrogen, it's not going to recede anymore. In fact, I'm probably going to get more baby hairs or something. I haven't noticed anything like that. I'm probably just feeding you bullshit about that, about the baby hairs, but nothing. I think it's getting fuller than it was, honestly. Yet again, I don't think I'm going to have a problem not being bald. And this is all real too. And the estrogen, I don't know if it makes your hair grow faster. My hair was already long when I started estrogen. I don't know if estrogen, I mean, it should make your hair grow faster, right? My hair was already long before starting estrogen, so I can't really tell anything about that yet. Now I'm gonna get into like more technical things. Like I wrote stuff down that I've noticed about myself. Within the first month, like I could feel a little bit more tissue under my nipple. Like nowhere around it at all, just under it specifically. It's just a little more plump within the first month alone. My chest, like it was always very, 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 very flat before starting hormones. There was no shape to it. It was like a bird chest. I promised you, like a bird chest. When I like press down more towards this area, it's like fluffy. It's like nice and fluffy. I don't know. It's a great feeling, you know? In the beginning of the 3rd month, there was more tissue, like the tissue that was under my nipples. It started expanding a little more to a little bit more around my nipples instead of under. Well, both. Like there would be more under my nipple, and then like
pretend this pen is my nipple. The first month it was like this, and then the second month it was like this. This thing would be like the start of the surface of my skin.
that doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? No. Anyways, more tissue was around my nipples, okay? I became a little more emotional. I'm not a mess. I'm never a mess. I barely show emotion. Like it's like in public, no emotion. It's kind of scary actually. I guess the first little emotional thing I had was I done spent the last dollars of my paycheck on food because I was so hungry. It was nachos, okay? And I like to eat my nachos like crunched up because I don't know, I don't like to pick them up. I like to eat them with a fork. So I crunch them all up, and when I was done crunching them all up, like the last stab I took into them, they slid off the table, landed face down on the fucking floor. I cried, man. I fucking cried for like a good 5 minutes. I didn't know I would cry over food like that until it happened. I've never cried over food like that. Part of it with my emotions, I don't know if it's like senioritis or I'm just done with people now. But before hormones, I was like so open to people. I was like so talkative. And then now, people irk me. I don't know what it is, but the human species gets on my nerves. I think about most of the people that I hang around with, not hang around with, but like people that surround me are idiots. And I tell them that they're idiots. And I never used to do that before. I always used to be shady, but now I'm just like, I bite the bullet. I tell them how it is and just leave it at that. I don't know if that has anything to do with estrogen, but I'm just real now, you know? I mean, I used to be fake and sneak this, but that could be just coming with age and getting older, more wise, telling it how it is. And to be real with you, estrogen's gonna bring out the beast. Say hello to the beast, the estro beast. Since starting hormones, again, I don't know if this is from just aging or the hormones or whatever, I'm starting to become more patient too. I used to stress out over a bunch of stuff, over little stuff, but now I'm just under that mindset like, whatever happens, happens. I'll do what I can. I'm gonna just write the book as the pages turn. Before all that, I was like, I'm gonna do this when I'm older. I'm gonna do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And now I'm just like, nope, we just gonna go at my leisure. I don't need to impress nobody except my own self at this current moment in time. Okay, can I get an amen? But something that I didn't mention about the hormones, they can get pretty pricey. Thank God insurance covers them. My insurance does. Like when you pick these up at the pharmacy or whatever, they'll come in like your obvious like little packages, and it tells you how much it was and then how much it is with insurance. Testosterone blockers, they're very cheap. They were probably like $20 without insurance for 1 month worth. The estrogen, on the other hand, oh my lord, before insurance, it's $100 and something. It was either 120, 112, something around that area. So expensive without insurance. And then with insurances, it was about $12. It was, oh my god, a great money saver. So every month I pay about 22, 23, 24, forgot, like $24 on hormones, which is amazing. It is so cheap just to get some boobs and all that. Get in there. It's great, man. But yeah, I hope that you either learned something from this video, liked watching this video. If you aren't trans and you're just watching this just to educate yourself, I love you. Like, you're great. You're awesome for wanting to understand more about stuff. That's all I could really hope for. You learn something new every day, right? If you want any more trans-related videos or just any other videos that you would rather see me make, just go ahead and comment them down below as well. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I hope that your day was as beautiful as you are. Have a good day. Bye.